because of an effective word-of-mouth traffic. Learn more about how you can get lasting results for joint pain today at southpointmedical.com or call 402-323-8400.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Kreekak, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Summer is winding down, but there's no reason to put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Sign up today for 9-hole leagues this fall, any day from Monday to Friday, starting on September 25th. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate and team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Call today at 402-742-0140.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com or visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers?
Check.
Chips?
Check.
Icy cold beer?
Check. Except this one.
I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico!
Relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
Xandar.
Yes, Marlex.
If you want to assimilate into Nebraska culture, you must learn the reactions of joy from playing and winning Nebraska Pick 5 from the Nebraska Lottery.
Specify.
Nebraska life forms use words like yippee, wow, woohoo, and booyah.
Logical. Nebraska Pick 5 grows by $10,000 each time it is not won.
This produces hyperactive reactions in humans.
I will try. Yip-ee.
Needs more work.
Nebraska Pick 5 top prize odds 1 in 658,000.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our big fall sales underway, and the new truck incentives are off the charts. Over $5,000 in discounts on select new Sierras and Silverados, and 0.9% interest rates. Yes, you heard right. $5,000 off, 0.9% interest rates on select new trucks here at Koppel. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street and check out that great small-town vibe with big city deals. We look forward to seeing you, or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better, pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history. We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. We are at Double Eagle. Holy cow, it is packed up in here right now.
Yeah.
The Ryder Cup team might be struggling a little bit, but we are not struggling here at Double Eagle.
No, it's a great time. It's always a blast to come out to Double Eagle. So come on out. Plenty of there is space open throughout the rest of the day. They said they had a private party at 1 o'clock, but come out until then, and then also spend your evening here as well. No better place to spend a Friday night, and get ready for Nebraska and Michigan tomorrow.
Yeah, and we got baseball tonight at 4, I believe.
Yeah.
It almost said at Buck Belcher, but that's been about 20 years ago, so a little late on that. But
yeah, so
Foxfield.
Yeah, we're gonna bring Jay in here in a few minutes because Jay Foreman decided to drop on by, and he and I have to break down this high school game. You can hear his deep booming voice in the background here as it's getting picked up. But nonetheless, I mean, it was a heck of a high school game last night. A final score 45-21. The score not indicative really of Millard South and Lincoln East performance for each side. So we'll definitely break that down with Jay. Plenty of stuff to get to. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a couple predictions in for some of the games over the course of the weekend. But then also Nebraska, Michigan. I mean, come on, it's a big one. And Raff, the more people are kind of putting it out in the air, the more I'm thinking, what happens if Nebraska wins tomorrow? Now, obviously, it's a long shot, but Lincoln will be on its head if Nebraska finds a way to get a victory tomorrow.
Yeah, Nebraska football fans, like I said yesterday, it's like a volcano that's ready to erupt. It's been sitting dormant for about 10 years, if not longer. I think if Nebraska could somehow pull out a victory tomorrow, I have no doubt there would be goalposts coming down O Street. And like I said, leave a piece of the goalposts there in front of the studio. We'll be sure to, get it up framed somewhere in the studio. I'm sure we'd be okay with that. And I think Trev Alberts would be okay with that also.
Hey, I mean, that's the thing is at this point, here's the deal. If Nebraska can raise $450 million for this South Stadium renovation project, they can afford a couple new goalposts. They can afford the whatever fine the Big Ten Conference is going to send their way for storming the field, because you have to do it. Like Nebraska, at some point, it doesn't hurt the tradition. It doesn't hurt the brand. If Nebraska storms the field, it's part of it, okay? Create that atmosphere from start to finish, and part of that atmosphere is being able to storm the field when you beat technically the number 2 team in the nation.
And like like 10 years ago, I would have been like, no, you're not storming the field. We're Nebraska.
Exactly.
We've been there. We've done that. But sorry, that we aren't Nebraska anymore, and that we need to start a new tradition or start that new push. So I'm saying Nebraska wins, somehow pulls this out. Go nuts, party.
Now, what I will say is, I mean, when Nebraska's stadium makes it somewhat difficult to storm the field, because it's not like students are able to hop over a wall and they're on the field like they are at some of the universities. So I mean, Nebraska's field makes it a little bit more difficult. We do not recommend or suggest that students hop over the wall in the southeast part of the stadium. But nonetheless, I mean, just figure out a way, I guess, to celebrate in a responsible manner, and that includes after the game, or even drown your sorrows, I guess, if Nebraska falls.
Be responsible. Responsible celebration.
Yeah.
But if the goalposts do happen to show up in front of 93.7 The Ticket, I will not be upset. And you guys will be doing the post-game show, so
hey,
you guys can kind of coordinate where you want to go.
Here's the deal. Jay and I, when we were doing the post-game show last week, we saw EJ Barthel, the running backs coach, walk on right by after the game. Here's the deal. If he walks by, he better be carrying that goalpost if he's going to be walking by tomorrow night after Michigan. Oh, hold on. I gotta turn it back up now. There you go.
The whole coaching staff should be walking down those streets.
Carrying the goalposts.
No, the fans should be carrying them like on a chariot.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Is that? Oh.
Matt Rule needs to have, like, back in the day when they'd have the king come in and everybody's carrying. Matt Rule needs to be on the whole coaching staff if they upset Michigan.
Okay. There you go. You heard it here first. Would you help out with carrying the coach?
No, I got a bad back, but
Okay.
I would make sure that I had the right people there.
Okay, gotcha.
I'd put them on the top of the roof of my car then. I'd do that. That'd be our own parade.
I promise, Matt, we'll go slow. I promise. I'll drive slow.
Yeah. Yep, and we're gonna ease through every red light.
Exactly. All right, Jay, we got to talk about what happened last night because we had a top 10 matchup. Number 2 Millard South, number 10 Lincoln East from Seacrest Field. It started out really a real competitive game, right? Millard South started off a little quicker than Lincoln East. Give credit to the Spartans.
Right.
They kind of got into their own offensive rhythm at some point. But then towards the end of the game, with 8 minutes left in the game, it was a 3-point ball game, 24-21. But then you look 4 minutes later, and it's 45-21.
Yeah, it's two competitive teams. I mean, I feel like Millard South is immensely talented, and they came in, they got really good group of sophomores, both offense and defense, but obviously primarily on offense. They're going to be giving people a lot of fits, and then defensively they're senior laden. And then Lincoln East has really, they got Dash Bauman, they got Caden Cheddock, they got Judah Worsley, they had Landon Langenfeller, who's a sophomore. So it was a highly competitive game, and Millard South started quick. East kind of got their bearings, and then it was back and forth. It was a really good game, but as you saw from probably the middle of the second quarter, it started to get out of control. And we kept saying the refs need to get control of the game because you could foresee somebody potentially getting hurt. And then when you're not having control of the game, you're actually doubling down on some of the kind of borderline behavior. And then it just was pure pandemonium. It was just Millard South just became – I just had never seen – a player and not be talked to or disciplined by the coach at all. And so really the thing is you always wonder if that's allowed, encouraged, or condoned, but take that aside, right? As good as Millard South played from a football standpoint with the ability to turn on and go 21-0 in a matter of 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? Totally overshadowed by some of the behavior on multiple occasions, and that's something they have to work out for, because when you play against a like opponent that's not going to bow down to you, and that you can't try to play on the edge of dirty or cheap shot, you'll lose some games, because when you have almost 200 yards in penalties in a high school game. And then there was probably at least 60 yards of personal fouls that you completely missed. You had a roughing the punter that literally you watched and go 2 times on out of bounds plays, and 2 on kickoff and punt returns where it was unnecessary roughness. So if you times that by 15, it's 75 yards. These are things you need to get in control, because if you're trying to make a run at a state title, it will come back to bite you.
I want to talk about some of the things we saw last night. Unfortunately, though, we do have to take a quick break.
Right.
When we come back, we'll have about a 15-minute segment.
Yeah.
We'll wrap it up. We'll preview the game we're going to have tonight on the ticket.
Right. And I get to sit next to Raff.
Exactly.
Raff makes me feel like an extremely small human being.
Jay doesn't like to be
small little baby.
You better be careful.
No, like you said, we're brothers. I can, hey, love you.
There you go.
Yeah, we're brothers from another mother. That's way up there.
There you go.
Jay Foreman, my man, linked together in history.
We are, though. 96.
Yeah,
Raff was right there.
Raff,
I would have danced if I knew we were going to be that tight.
I was going to hug you, but I wasn't sure if it was going to.
Right. Well, the turf monster didn't get me, so I know I was in like
not
Flint.
that time.
Yeah.
Well, coach, break. This is the drive. 93.7 the ticket.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Join us this Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. at Double Eagle Golf in the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street for a Ryder Cup watch party and preview of Nebraska, Michigan. Book your bay to hit shots while enjoying the show and enjoy USA-themed drink specials. Book today at doubleeagle.golf. We'll see you on Friday.
Xandar.
Yes, Marlax.
If you want to assimilate into Nebraska culture, you must learn the reactions of joy from playing and winning Nebraska Pick 5 from the Nebraska Lottery.
Specify.
Nebraska life forms use words like yippee, wow, woohoo, and booyah.
Logical. Nebraska Pick 5 grows by $10,000 each time it is not won.
This produces hyperactive reactions in humans.
I will try. Yip-ee.
Needs more work.
Nebraska Pick 5 top prize odds 1 in 658,000.
Acres, your John Deere dealer, is offering hot financing on all new compact tractors. For a limited time, get 0% interest for 84 months when you buy any new John Deere compact tractor. And with a variety of attachments, you'll make quick work of chores around your acreage. From mowing to grading and moving large loads, Acres has a John Deere tractor to handle your toughest projects. Don't delay. Visit your local Acres store to take advantage of this great offer. Acres, solutions for every field. Offer expires September 30th, 2023, subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
It takes a great game plan to win a football game each week, and right now, it's time to plan a trip to get a new car at Mullen Motors. Just like on the football field, there's a wall of defense on the way to Mullen Motors. 48th Street is under construction from Layton all the way to Cornhusker Highway. But the lot at Mullen Motors is full of tons of great vehicles to drive home this fall for the ultimate touchdown. Mullen Motors, still open through road construction at 48th and Walker.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
An entire week of celebrating Lincoln's Craft Brewers is just around the corner. October 2nd through the 8th is Lincoln Craft Beer Week. Head to lincoln.org/beer-week for a complete schedule of events at your favorite local establishments. Brought to you by Visit Lincoln. Remember to enjoy responsibly.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years. And I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com or visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday.
Thank you very much.
We're watching Jake being verbally harassed a little bit on the golf course by Jay Foreman. I know Jay's game.
It's easy
Jay's getting in his head.
It's easy money with Jake.
If I would have known better, I would have said Jay coaches Millard South. The way
that is true.
The way he's treating Jake right now.
I would have hit Jake with a wedge on his ankle or something with Millard South, right?
So after hearing you guys
true.
talk about the game last night, do you think there'll be any repercussions from the NSAA looking at the game? Because from what I've heard, it's just things got out of control and there was stuff that was seen. And you know how the NSA is always promoting, great sportsmanship and stuff like that.
Are they?
Well, they give the great sportsmanship award at halftime of all the state championship games. I
think
is Millard South disqualified from winning that?
No, I think most importantly, it's you gotta figure out. Now, obviously, the players are certainly need to be held accountable at some point. But I think also a lot of it comes down to refereeing. A lot of that last night could have been avoided.
Yeah,
and it wasn't because of lack of discipline for early on from the referees. And so I understand that early on you maybe want to let them play, as we always hear, and you'll maybe let some incidental contact, but there wasn't necessarily incidental contact early on. There was a little bit of shoving, pushing going on from the get-go, especially in the second quarter, where Jay talked about last night on the broadcast. Once the third quarter happens, once it gets a little more chippy, and once it gets into the do or die time, because at the point, remember, scoreboard shows 45-21, but it was just a 3-point ball game going back and forth every possession. So, tempers were a little high, and emotions were certainly flaring.
Yeah, I think the refs can set the tone, and you very easily could have just paused the game and said, "Listen, nobody's at fault here, but there's too much going on after a play." So, and kind of settle it down from there. But the thing that was weird to me is that when you would see a play, just say you're 15 yards, 36 from Millard South had a 15-yard run.
Yeah.
Well, back at the line of scrimmage, you have an offensive lineman pushing, shoving down into the ground a East defender, and there's a referee just watching. That is plain as day, black and white, unnecessary roughness or a warning.
Correct.
So as a player, if you're not saying anything to me and then you're letting it happen, then I'm going to continue to do it.
Yep.
That's how a game can get out of control. And I kept saying it. I said, you got to get control of this game. And sometimes you have to throw a flag and talk to him and say, this is not happening, right?
Yep.
So, and I kept saying, if the game isn't got under control, if you don't get control of this game, somebody's going to get hurt, right?
Yep.
Lo and behold, Jeter Worley got hurt. And the problem I had was, number one, there was no flags thrown on the play. The play was blown dead. Then they decided to pick the corridor back up and slam him. Okay, you missed that call. Then the celebration after that he was hurt. So then now you're thinking about the ethics of football.
Yep. You're
disrespecting the game. And then it continued to go on and on and on and on to where the game got out of control. And then the thing that's interesting is which is going to be interesting to see how Millard South plays against I don't know if they played a Bellevue West or when they play West Side, is when the game gets tight, is that what you revert to? Furthermore, as a coach, even if Nick is in the right? Because I've seen it where you have a reaction because, somebody gets cheap shotted.
Yep.
But your reaction is now too much. I have to pull you out and set you down, and just because, right? Well, no. Threw him right back in there.
Go back in.
And it was encouraging him to do that.
Yeah,
you're not coaching at win at all costs because you're not good enough, let alone you have to understand people are always watching. And your job is to protect the kids, not only from other teams, but from themselves. And then also from their perception. And it's a combination of, I felt like the refs as a crew should have got it under control. I felt like the coaches had multiple times to get it under control. I always encourage every kid to play to the echo of the whistle, but I do not encourage any kid to celebrate anybody being injured or purposely trying to potentially injure somebody.
No place
That's the problem right there.
I think part of it also, I mean, you talk about reverting to it, you know, when I guess you get hit with adversity or you're in a close game. Let's say 2 weeks now from Omaha West Side. I think a big thing is if referees are calling that, then they're not in that game. It's
Right,
losing
yeah.
you the game
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
than keeping you in it and giving you momentum, right?
Right.
Because a lot of people could argue last night, Jay, through some of those penalties, it would have set them up in some very disadvantageous positions.
They've been 3rd and 35. There's
Exactly,
no way you're
and
getting
that's what I'm saying. You're not probably scoring a touchdown as a result of that drive, and so in certain situations going forward here, if you get referee crews that end up calling it and do get a good job of controlling the game from early on and don't allow that stuff to happen, you're going to find yourself in a very different position than maybe a 45-21 win like we saw last night.
Yeah, most definitely. And first of all, you're talking about control of the game because you're playing out of control, right? And this isn't a bias or anything. Like, I'm trying to really give you the answers to the test so you don't end up losing a game in a more crucial time in the season. Look, Millard South is a more talented team. Millard South actually is the better team, without a doubt. The way that they were able to play call and the screens and the stuff that they were trying to do is next level. And so, but it's clouded by some of your behavior over there, and it's not a good look. And whether they like it or not, it's not a good look. And it will come back around you because there's going to be teams that are as good as you, and that won't fly. There's going to be teams that are well aware of how you operate. That won't fly. The thing is, I would say, Millard South, you are immensely talented, and you're way better than what you showed last night from a football standpoint, and just deal on the football standpoint. I'm not saying change your intensity level, change your actions, because you would hate this. And you saw it a few weeks ago, Colorado State against Colorado. Colorado State played the game of their life on the road at Colorado, rivalry. They lost the game because their coach couldn't get their players under control. You had a player that took a erroneous cheap shot and multiple during the game, and it clouded how they played. And so, it was no different last night. And but Millard South is an immensely talented team, and they're in a lot of ways they're well coached because they're able to execute and do some things. I think they have one of the best physically looking teams out there. I was extremely impressed, but I was extremely disappointed by some of the actions of the players, and quite frankly, I was even more disappointed in the lack of action from their coaching staff. Because as a coaching staff, you have to talk to a player or players individually and collectively to get them under control for the betterment of them. And it wasn't at all.
Now, looking forward here tonight, we got one coming up at 8 p.m. this evening, Lincoln Southwest.
I'm in such a conundrum.
And Lincoln Southeast.
Why are you in a conundrum? You went to Southeast.
I know, but my buddy coaches Southwest.
Who's your buddy?
Grant Trainowitz. What do I do?
Well, are you loyal to the hood, or are you loyal to friendship?
I guess I'm being inducted into the Hall of Fame next week. So
where at?
Go Knights.
You're inducted into the Lincoln Southeast
Hall of Fame next week.
No.
Are you serious?
The team is being
the team is me. The team is me.
What? Because you're the most popular on the team.
Oh, now I am. Now I am.
Congratulations.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah. So then, then you better be. Then
Don't
you better
start. Don't start.
Then you better be cheering for Southeast.
Let's go Knights.
They're questioning.
They're questioning the validity of it.
The validity. It's true.
They're questioning whether or not
Lincoln Southeast Hall of Famer.
We got Jay Sorensen ready to hit another shizank.
No, I was laughing. I got a call. They're like, "Yeah, you're going into the Hall of Fame this week or next week."
What did you guys do?
Won the state championship in '92.
Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you.
That's big.
you.
Tell us your season stats from that year.
0 catches, 0 yards. I contributed though. Like,
what'd you do?
Nothing.
Well, then you didn't.
So you didn't contribute.
hey. Okay, listen to me here. Listen to me here.
All right, we're listening.
My man, AD, told me a long time ago.
Oh.
It's not about how many plays you play, how many touchdowns you score.
Right.
It's about being a part of the team. and you're a part of the team, and you're a cog in that wheel to make that championship run. So I want to thank everyone. I'm a Hall of Famer.
Did AD tell you that or your mom?
AD.
Okay.
AD says it all the time. He always says it.
AD did more than probably you did because AD would keep everything light.
Oh, and you don't think I can keep things light?
At that the type of pressure that we were playing and you guys were is totally different.
Oh man,
we were for history.
We started out 0-2. We got beat by AD's team. We got told by our head coach we had to practice on the freshman field.
How many yards did AD score have against you?
I think he was over 100. I think he's
AD was working out on y'all.
That's why Seacrest Field's named
after him.
AD. Oh, I know why it is, but it's just funny. You guys are great friends right now, and AD twerculated on you.
Oh yeah, he went nuts.
But they're playing tonight though, and essentially, you know what this game is a past status bowl. Mm-hmm. Lincoln Southeast, when I was in college, was the creme de la creme, not only in the state.
John Hess.
They have Are you serious right now?
He played for Southeast.
I know who John Hess is.
I know. You guys played together.
He played with me, and he definitely should not have been starting one year. Do we need to get into this? Listen, I'm not going to be on the show if you two guys are going to be disrespectful.
Don't say you two.
Because between him, lean back here, Raff. Between him with the turf monster and you, out of all the players that played at Southeast, now you mentioned John Hess. You know the history right there because I should have been starting for 4 years, and I ain't need to be splitting time with nobody. See, I know exactly what it is. And then it coincides, right? Because the reason why the turf monster got me, because I was so mad that I was splitting time with somebody I felt like that wasn't better than me. The turf monster got me in Oklahoma. Then I came to terms with it, and then I scored.
Yeah.
And now you up here mentioned. That's cool. That's all right.
Who was that guy when you scored? Who greeted you in the end zone first?
You did, but now you disrespected it. Now, whatchamacallit? Now we're on a whole different level, Raff. This right here.
I love Jay Foreman. I don't care if he loves me or not. I love Jay Foreman. And for what it's worth.
It's 8 o'clock tonight. Are you going to make an appearance in the booth?
We didn't even get to talk about the game yet.
Okay, listen.
Are you going to make an appearance in the booth?
Because Raff had to talk about Southeast Hall of Fame.
Maybe. Listen to what I say.
John Hess.
We didn't even get to
listen to what I say here. I went to Southeast. I thought Jay Foreman should have been starting also. Okay? I've cleared my plate. I've cleared my conscience. I've always been a Jay Foreman fan. But see,
does that sound believable, Nick?
No.
It just sounds like a backhanded compliment.
I promise,
Southeast,
Jay, I've always been a fan.
Whether he's wearing number 56, whether he's wearing number 44,
or whether he's wearing number 7.
He's always number 1 in my playbook.
Southeast, Southwest tonight, 8 o'clock, Aaron Davis Field, a.k.a. Seacrest. It's the battle for pride. Past champion against the probably the highest per capita income household in Lincoln. We're going to see is the champions versus chumps. The
Lincoln Southeast, really?
No, it's Southwest.
I know.
They're driving Porsches up there to over there. Are you tough enough? Or are you a champion or are you a chump?
There you go. 8 p.m. kickoff. It's past me and Jay's bedtime, but we'll see
we're going to do what we're going to do, Raff.
Yep.
While you're on having your stogie, we're going to be working.
Yep.
Love
but
you,
I always listen to you guys.
Congratulations, though, man. I'm happy
brother.
for you,
Thank
though, man.
Thank
It's a big accomplishment to be a state champion.
I never did get a state championship ring, though. That upsets me greatly.
Well, maybe they're going to give you guys one and a Hall of Fame ring.
Ooh, double ring.
Yeah. We don't want Rigo to get mad at us. You better send it to
All right, we'll send it to break. Just the drive, 93.7 the ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in September. Try their new pizza bagel with pepperoni and fresh mozzarella grilled on a sun-dried tomato bagel. And try their Karma Latte, as 10% of proceeds from that drink will go to the Great Plains Trail Network. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln, and with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily, and not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and our big fall sales underway, and the new truck incentives are off the charts. Over $5,000 in discounts on select new Sierras and Silverados, and 0.9% interest rates. Yes, you heard right. $5,000 off, 0.9% interest rates on select new trucks here at Koppel. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street and check out that great small-town vibe with big city deals. We look forward to seeing you, or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Blecker and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador, online at prg-ne.com.
An entire week of celebrating Lincoln's Craft Brewers is just around the corner. October 2nd through the 8th is Lincoln Craft Beer Week. Head to lincoln.org/beer-week for a complete schedule of events at your favorite local establishments. Brought to you by Visit Lincoln. Remember to enjoy responsibly.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket here at Double Eagle Golf. Everybody having a great time hitting from the base as the United States. Are they back?
No, they're not. So still down 4 matches to 0, but they have 2 of their groups tied right now. One group for the U.S. is currently 2 up. Nice shot there by, I believe that was somebody, John Rahm, yeah, shocker. And then a European team is 6 up as well through 9 holes.
Where have you gone, Tiger Woods?
That is not good.
A lonely golf country.
Not a very good showing for the U.S. right now.
Hey, it's all about the comeback.
Yep.
All right. We about ready for the 2 most famous words in sports?
I think so, as long as Rico's ready back there at the studio.
We'll see. Now, punting.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much of biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
I thought for sure everybody was going to join in and start singing along.
Maybe people don't like it.
They were all smiling.
Because Jake just messed up on his drive. That's why they were smiling.
Oh, they were smiling about that.
He went out of bounds.
Struggle bus.
Well, see, here's the thing: is Jake, he ended up. The ball wasn't registered when he hit it. He had a really nice first drive, but we're playing mulligans. Okay,
Yeah.
Jake. So fake score here. Fake score.
Can't put that into the gin.
Yep, exactly.
All right, today's history. Today in 1954. Willie Mays makes the famous over-the-shoulder catch. Seen it on a lot of video highlights and stuff. 460-foot out drive, World Series Game 1. Willie Mays snares Vic Wirtz's long drive to center field. So that was a pretty cool catch. This day in 1976 is interesting if you're a Dodgers fan.
Okay.
Tommy Lasorda replaces Walter Austin as the Los Angeles Dodgers manager.
Wow.
Tommy Lasorda, Mr. Dodger.
And now Lasorda's real struggle. I mean, he's been bad as the Chicago White Sox manager. I think he's not even there anymore.
Tommy Lasorda.
Oh, excuse me. Yes, thank you.
I was like, Tommy died like 3 years ago.
Yeah, no, not Tommy Lasorda. No, he's back. Wow, what a comeback for Lasorda.
Breaking news on the drive.
No, wrong name.
Who is the Cubs coach?
David Ross.
David Ross.
David Ross is about to lose his job, though, because the Cubs continue to slide down the wild card standings right now. Don't get me started right now.
Does he go back on Dancing with the Stars after he's released, I wonder?
Was David Ross ever on Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah, after they won the World Series.
I forget that you're a guy that watches a lot of reality TV.
I've never watched it, but I kind of keep track of who's been on it. So.
Okay. All right.
And then on this day in 1988, FloJo, Florence Griffith Joyner, wins the 200 to complete her sprint double at the Seoul Olympics. Man, FloJo, she had the fingernails, she had the one leg pants. She was it in 1988. If you and everybody's trying to dress like FloJo, be like FloJo, but 1988 FloJo. Oh, what else do we got here? Oh, another one in 1988. The U.S. men's basketball team beats Australia 78-49 to take the bronze medal at the Seoul Olympics. And that's when they said there would be no more bronze medals. We're playing our pros. They came out, the dream team in 92, and we know how that finished there with Larry Legend and Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan. Okay, so some birthdays today. This is one that kind of caught me. Bum Phillips would have been 100 years old today.
Okay.
Wade Phillips' dad, future defense coordinator for the Broncos. Wade Phillips returning. No.
Yeah, hopefully. Because they still have not cut ties with Vance Joseph.
VJ's still there. They're rolling behind VJ. And then today is also Megatron's birthday.
Wow.
Calvin Johnson, 38 years old today for Calvin Johnson.
Speaking of the Detroit Lions, what a win. Woo! What a win last night, huh? I believe that's 4 straight against the Packers. So
27-3 to start the first half. I was like, good Lord Almighty.
Yeah, exactly. In Lambeau.
I think guess who else turns 35 today?
Who?
Kevin Durant.
Wow, there you go, KD.
So KD, he better get on that championship train here again, because 35, that's getting to a point where your skills start to maybe erode a little bit.
Now, those were good. I forgot to give one yesterday. About Nebraska football.
I'm ready for it.
What would have happened? I believe it would have been 4 years ago yesterday. In 2019, September 28th, 2019. Scott Frost was still the head coach, obviously.
Did we play Purdue?
We did not. We played Ohio State.
Oh.
College game day was in town.
Oh, yeah.
Nebraska falls 48-7
yeah.
to Ohio
That was
State.
4 years ago already?
Well, 2019.
Oh, my
in a
gosh.
real disappointing performance. That was against the Justin Fields, Chase Young, Jeff Okuda, Ohio State team.
Gosh.
J.K. Dobbins as well. College game day came because the college football slate in the country was really, really bad.
Yep.
And so the best game was top 5 Ohio State. Came in undefeated against 3-1 Nebraska at the time.
Yep.
And they end up the big blowout in the first half. I believe they shut Nebraska out in the first half. And then Nebraska got a touchdown in the second half. They ended up losing 48-7 in that 2019 game. That was really a game where there was because there's a lot of I don't want to say similarities to where we're feeling about on Saturday's game, but it kind of feels like since that Ohio State game, this will be one of the bigger ones at Memorial Stadium. Now, obviously, the Michigan game a couple years ago was pretty massive as well in 2021. But other than that, I mean, top 5 teams that don't necessarily come in very often.
Yeah.
And Nebraska's really struggled against ranked opponents.
Yes,
recently.
they have. Yes, they have.
So tomorrow is certainly an opportunity for Nebraska to maybe get a good victory and obviously really energize and rejuvenize this fan base because they build up all this excitement for it and then just only be disappointed at the end.
It's time. Unleash the volcano. Party. All right, everyone. We're going to throw it to break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Join us this Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. at Double Eagle Golf in the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street for a Ryder Cup watch party and preview of Nebraska, Michigan. Book your bay to hit shots while enjoying the show and enjoy USA-themed drink specials. Book today at doubleeagle.golf. We'll see you on Friday.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Acres, your John Deere dealer, is offering hot financing on all new compact tractors. For a limited time, get 0% interest for 84 months when you buy any new John Deere compact tractor. And with a variety of attachments, you'll make quick work of chores around your acreage. From mowing to grading and moving large loads, Acres has a John Deere tractor to handle your toughest projects. Don't delay. Visit your local Acres store to take advantage of this great offer. Acres, solutions for every field. Offer expires September 30th, 2023, subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
This is Brian at Midwest Bank, and we've been proudly serving clients in the Lincoln community since 2008, and we're excited to open a second location in January 2024 at 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Our new branch will provide all the convenient services you're looking for in a bank, along with the friendly staff we're known for. Whether you're starting a business or expanding your business, our team is here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com, member FDIC.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow Mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
Hot tub season is here, and to celebrate, Bonds Pool & Spa is having a sale so good that they're offering it up for the whole month. Soak up the savings when you purchase a new High Life Collection or Limelight Collection spa and receive a free step and cover lifter from now through the end of September. Stock will go fast, so hurry in and claim your new spa today and soak up the savings at Bonds Pool & Spa, 33rd and Highway 2, or at bondsallpool.com.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers?
Check.
Chips?
Check.
Icy cold beer?
Check. Except this one.
I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico,
relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
All right, it's lunchtime. Where should we go today?
How about Qdoba? We can get free queso and chips with an entree purchase.
Whoa, how'd you know about that?
It's in the campus cash booklet that we got for free to start the school year, the student marketplace. You didn't get yours?
I'd better go grab mine now.
You'd better stop at the College of Hair Design too. Your hair is getting long. $8 haircut with the campus cash book.
What about my friends who are out of college?
They can download the campus cash app for free and get great deals too, from Pizza Hut, Juice Stop, Craft Axe Throwing, and tons more.
Campus Cash, the student marketplace. Find your free booklet on campus or download the Campus Cash app. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It's Friday, one sleep away from Nebraska versus Michigan. We're at Double Eagle for the Ryder Cup. And Nick, right before we came back from break, I was just going to mention this. Watching a little video last night from Big Ten Network.
Yeah.
And two amazing voices. Rico and Nick getting some publicity.
Yeah, a little bit. Shout out to the Big Ten Network. Threw out a really cool video featuring some clips of me and Rico at the beginning. Nothing too crazy. Just talking about volleyball day in Nebraska. So yeah, if you missed the video, go over to the Big Ten Network. They'll have that video on the social media pages. But no, I mean it was a really special day. 92,003 people in attendance, and certainly in the next few years, when that capacity that everybody's freaking out about regarding Memorial Stadium going down to the mid 70,000 range. That 92,003 will not be touched for the largest crowd in Memorial Stadium history.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, no, that was awesome for, especially Rico. I mean, Rico for all he does for
man, that's just really good for Rico.
Well, no, I'm saying
I know what you're
the
saying.
guy that was most
yes
excited about Nebraska Volleyball Day from the ticket is Rico. I mean,
he does a lot for Nebraska volleyball coverage for our station. I mean, it goes to pretty much every single game. If he doesn't go to the Bob Devaney Sports Center, he's watching at home. He provides the live tweet updates. He's certainly one of the more knowledgeable ones on volleyball at the ticket, and so on Husker volleyball specifically at the ticket. And so, we appreciate Rico, and yeah, it was a really fun and enjoyable environment to be a part of.
And his daughter flexing and going, oh my God, that is the cutest thing I think.
Well, and here's the thing, that being in that environment it was really special because it had been, and this is not like I don't want to relate everything to football, but it felt like it had been such a long time since we had seen that stadium with that type of energy consistently, right? Not to say tomorrow there's not going to be any shortage of energy in the stadium when Nebraska comes out of the tunnel, and the magnitude is pretty large with Nebraska and Michigan, but by the end of the game, who knows what it's going to be. And
there's
so
going to be 92,004 people marching down O Street with goalposts.
Hey, and when you pass 11th and O, make sure if you're heading, what would it be, east on 11th and O, then make sure you turn to your left and look at the ticket, because
maybe just leave
we'll
like the right upright or something.
Yeah, leave something there. So no, it's going to be tomorrow's a really exciting day though for Nebraska. It gives Nebraska fans another opportunity to cheer on their team, and they're going to bring the energy, and I think we're going to feel that. Maybe even more so. They had to get through, I think, these two games between Northern Illinois and Louisiana Tech, because without looking ahead, because we always say, you don't want to look ahead too much, right? Without looking ahead, in a way, it's, all right, I'm just ready for Michigan. I'm ready to get there for Michigan. I'm ready to play a top 5 team in this situation, just because this is going to be Nebraska's probably biggest test all year long.
Yep. So we got a quarterback yet?
not a huge fan. Not a for sure decision on the quarterback situation. I said huge fan because somebody on our text line, Kent, said, as a longtime fan and ticket holder, I hate the fact I feel like there is no chance tomorrow.
It's always darkest before the dawn.
Hello.
Tomorrow's the day. I feel like that this game in
you
the
gotta
past.
Be careful about predicting that, right?
I know I hate predicting it, but I decided I am wearing my sweatpants tomorrow in 94-degree weather. I will be wearing the same exact outfit. I'm going to do this for Nebraska. If we win, then the question is do I frame them or do I continue to wear them?
You have to continue wearing them until the end of the year at least.
But I just think this is one of those weeks where there's talk about the game, but it seems like in the past there's been more excitement. Oh, this is the game Nebraska's going to do this. This is the game Nebraska's going to do this. And it seems like there's we're more apprehensive than ever. So I think
I think rightfully so too.
This is the time where the apprehensiveness is going to pay off for Nebraska. They're going to come out and play solid football.
I think it's understandable to be apprehensive, or maybe just I think cautious.
I mean,
think
how
it's
many
a better
times?
word.
This is the game Nebraska's back.
Well, and that's the thing is I think cautious would probably be the better word, because Nebraska hasn't been able to answer the call. I mean, so many times Nebraska's struggled and unable to answer the call and figure out a way to get it done. They're a 17-point underdog, I think, tomorrow. I think the line's still at 17. It's somewhere in the vicinity of 16 to 20. They're not projected to win this game. Nobody's expecting them to win this game. They're not the biggest.
Expectations.
Here's the deal. I mean, they're not the biggest game on Fox. They're not. They're in the 2:30 time slot. It's going to be a sunny day at Memorial Stadium, but it's going to feel like another Saturday, I think. Nebraska fans, they're setting themselves up for, and this might be a hot take, they're setting themselves up to avoid being disappointed after it, right?
Yeah.
If Nebraska goes out and loses this game by 14 points, Nebraska fans, they're going to be disappointed, but they won't let it ruin their day because they've been through it so often.
Yeah, I just think we're so numb to it happening. I just feel that there's got to be a time. I mean, we're going for almost 10, 15, 20 years now, and it's just like there has not been anything for Nebraska fans to hang on to. And I just think that it's time now. Something needs to happen. I just have this weird feeling about tomorrow.
To be fair, Nebraska, there is a situation to where it matches up somewhat well for Nebraska, and in that Michigan's going to be missing one of their top defensive linemen that we heard. I talked to Alejandro Zuniga of Michigan's 24/7 Sports website yesterday on my show.
See, but that don't match up for me. I want to beat them at their best.
But
play tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't say, okay, yeah, we're okay with taking them.
No.
If they're one guy down.
I want to play them at their best.
Offensively, Michigan is perfectly healthy.
Perfect.
So certainly on the other side of things than Nebraska is. In speaking about offensive health, but Nebraska, they're going to have an opportunity tomorrow to run the ball. Right? It's not going to be rainy. It's not snowy. It's not cold. There's an opportunity here in real good conditions for late September to say we're going to run the ball. We're going to make this a grinded out type of game. And just once again, the kind of games that Matt Rule talks about how he wants to play, the Michigan blueprint. Now, with that in mind, it also matches up well at times with Michigan's blueprint of running the ball with Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards.
Yeah, and I think punting will be huge for us tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Machini has a big game. He had 5 out of his 6 punts inside the 20 last week, and like Coach Bush was saying, he's got that in his bag too, where not only can he pin people deep with dagger punts, he can also, he's got enough leg to where he can really change the field up. Nebraska just plays clean football, no fumbles, stays in the game, because I think all the pressure falls on to Michigan. If Nebraska puts Michigan in that game, and you look at it too, Michigan hasn't really blown out anybody this year. They've won convincingly, but they really have not been in a game. So you get into that third and fourth quarter and you put Michigan in a game, all that pressure falls on to Michigan, because they're not only going to start looking at, we've really got to beat Nebraska to stay up in those rankings, but
there's a couple ways that you can look at this, and I'm just going to kind of leave these open for interpretation, and just kind of open-ended, I suppose, because you can look at this a couple of ways. Nebraska, as we know, wants to run the ball. Now, will they be able to effectively? That's to be seen. And whether that's with the quarterback, whether that's with the running back, obviously we know quarterback run's going to be featured heavily, but is Michigan able to contain Heinrich Haarberg or Jeff Sims and force Nebraska to keep it with their running backs? That's yet to be determined. Now, the conditions tomorrow, 94 degrees. However, 25-mile-an-hour winds. So you're talking about a wind you want to talk about the conditions for passing the football might not be the most favorable. Yeah. Nebraska's rush defense, one of the best in the country, allowing, I believe, just 1.9 yards per carry. Now, obviously, understand the competition. Michigan's up there as well. Yeah. Michigan had somewhat of a cupcake schedule to begin things as well to the 2023 season. So all things considering, we know that J.J. McCarthy, not necessarily a running quarterback himself, he is capable of throwing the football, and Michigan at times likes to throw the football. Well, if there's 20 to 30 mile an hour of winds, you might not be able to do that as effectively as normal, which means resorting to your ground game heavily, and that might play into Nebraska's defensive playbook.
Yeah, and coming out of this game, I always, from a defensive standpoint, I always think you're more at an advantage when you can make a team one-dimensional. So if Nebraska is able to come out and play strong run defense, look for that, that front three to make an impact. If Nash can, get penetration and, a lot of pressure up the middle, that plays in that. Once again, it plays into Nebraska's hands. But, you look at it too, the same goes for Nebraska, but, Nebraska really hasn't leaned much on their passing game to begin with.
Yeah.
So I would say Nebraska's probably advantage Nebraska with it being windy, just for the fact that they haven't really leaned into their passing game.
We've talked a lot about this high school game last night, Raff, and I kind of see similarities between what Nebraska will need to do and what Lincoln East maybe needed to do last night. Now, obviously, Millard South was the favorite going in if there were spreads in high school football, and Millard South is the better team, similar to tomorrow, where Nebraska is not going to be the favorite, and Michigan is probably the better football team, understandably so. Now, with all that in mind, why, I look at last night's game, and we could point to college football games, but last night's game is easy because it's fresh in my mind. Lincoln East, they were able to keep themselves in this game by playing really good defense, not committing stupid penalties, and then playing good special teams. You talked about Brian Buschini and how important he could be. Yep. We saw how crucial Buschini can be in a game against a Minnesota and how difficult it can be for Nebraska's defense if Brian Buschini's not punting well like we did against Colorado at times. And so when you look at tomorrow's game for Nebraska, I look at it this way. How did Millard South break it open last night? There was an interception. So they forced a turnover. There were a special teams play, and then they got pressure on the quarterback. Similar to Nebraska tomorrow, they're going to have to play really good special teams and maybe break one. Maybe this is the game where it's not obviously Ramir Johnson anymore, but it's Emmett Johnson. It's Billy Kemp returning a punt, something of that sort, to where it provides a spark that not only helps your offense get into maybe a little bit of a better position on the field, to where it's, hey, we're not asking you to go 70 yards, we're asking you to go 45 instead. Those little things I think can be extremely beneficial, because then when you're talking about the field position game, Brian Buschini can help out the defense by saying, hey, now you have 80 yards to defend rather than 50. Yep. Like little things like that will certainly play a factor in tomorrow's game, especially with the wind and just Michigan being so much more dynamic on offense.
And another thing that, could be a factor for Nebraska too, that it really hasn't came into play much in the past couple of years, is the crowd.
Yeah.
Draw a couple false starts, get loud, make it so they can't communicate. You take away their communication, that's another advantage to the Nebraska defense. So I'd love to see the crowd come out there and just really jump behind the black shirts, tomorrow. I think that makes a huge difference, because has there been like a game that where you look at where the crowd is really
the last one I think about is 2021 Michigan, and they played a crucial part to where Nebraska, if Adrian Martinez doesn't fumble, they're probably winning that game. And Michigan ends up winning 32-29 on a last-second field goal. And so, I mean, like, that's the most recent game at home. And that, once again, like I said it earlier in the show, you don't get unlimited attempts at a top 5 team at home.
True that.
We know what Michigan did to Nebraska in the Big House last year with Chubba Purdy at starting quarterback and then Jared Sinek coming in after him. Like, we know what Michigan did to Nebraska in the Big House last year in 2022. This is another opportunity here for Nebraska and Nebraska fans to basically rally around their team with a 2-2 record. It feels like, the way we're talking about this, that Nebraska's sitting here at like 1-3 or 0-4. Like, that's how it feels right now, because I think after that Louisiana Tech game, you walked away going, I don't really feel that much better about Nebraska, but a win is a win.
Exactly. Yeah, and it'd just be huge for Nebraska. It's just so many points. I mean, not only if they could somehow pull out a victory, just the look at the program from the outside looking in, how people feel about it, the confidence from the team. This isn't, like you said, it's an opportunity that you don't always get playing the number 2 team in the country.
Yeah,
take advantage of it. This could be huge in so many facets for Nebraska. So.
Yeah,
we shall see.
I mean, and that's the thing. I think part of it also, though, is Nebraska football's got to do their part. They can't get down 14-0 with still 9 minutes left in the first quarter, right? Because that's and when we talked about those special teams plays, those are things that can either take the wind out of a stadium, the wind out of the sails. If you're Michigan, you're saying, man, if we get a big special teams play, whether that's a blocked field goal, whether that's a blocked punt return for a touchdown, whether that's a special teams touchdown, that's going to take the energy and life out of Memorial Stadium real quick. Similar to what we were saying when Nebraska went to Minnesota. Well, then now on the opposite side of it, for Nebraska, a blocked field goal, a blocked punt, something like that, where in a game where they're going to have to maybe take some risks. They're going to have to try to maybe go after some punters. It's like that's what they're going to have to do, because they need those momentum shifting type of plays tomorrow. If they're going to want to be in a position to win, they're going to have to play at their best level of performance, and even then some, I think, if they want to find themselves in a spot to win it towards the end of the fourth quarter.
It's going to be interesting. It's just one of those, you try not to get excited for it, but man, I'm ready for tomorrow to get here. I want to see Nebraska put together, a penalty-free, fumble-free, turnover-free game, and see where it lands. It's like, it seems like so many games we shoot ourselves in the foot and we put ourselves behind the 8 ball before the game even gets started. It'd just be cool to see Nebraska just come out and play a solid football game.
Well, I think on the defensive side for Nebraska, they got to get tackle. I mean, their tackling's got to maybe get better than it was against Louisiana Tech. It's been relatively good for the first couple of games, but then Louisiana Tech, it kind of felt like it took a step back at times, the open field tackling. Well, Michigan has a lot better athletes than maybe Louisiana Tech or Northern Illinois has, right? And so Michigan, I mean, they got to figure out a way, Nebraska's defense, that is, to have the first guy to the ball tackle and at least wrap up and limit the yards after contact or the yards after catch. Like, figure out a way to get him down at the spot where he catches the ball. And now, obviously, for me, that's harder, easier said than done. But you got to figure out a way to do it. And if you're Nebraska's defensive back room, if you're Quentin Newsome, Malcolm Hartzog, Omar Brown, Deshaun Singleton, you're sitting here going, and this goes for the whole entire team, I would imagine, you're licking your chops right now.
Yeah.
Like, this is your opportunity to put yourself on a national stage.
Yep.
To where it's like, hey, this is what Nebraska did against Michigan today. Look at this unbelievable read on the defensive side of the ball for Nebraska and for Luke Reimer, for Javen Wright, for Magai Bayer. Think about like the journey for some of those guys, especially a Magai Bayer, who's been buried on the depth chart ever since he got here. Yep. And then against Colorado, shines bright and now is kind of a big part of that defense. Yep. Javen Wright has been unable to stay, consistent throughout his entire time in Nebraska, whether it's stay healthy, whether it's find the field, but now he's out there and he's out there consistently. Like, the journey for some of these guys, I would imagine and I would hope that they're sitting here on a Friday, the day before they play number 2 Michigan, going, yeah, tomorrow's the day I kind of put myself on the map here.
Yep. Totally. All right, we'll throw it to break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
You play Lucky for life, don't you?
Yeah, love it. Chance to win $1,000 a day for the rest of my life.
How does it work?
Choose 6 numbers and buy a ticket.
Then what?
Check your numbers after the nightly drawing to see if you've won.
Whoa, slow down. You lost me there.
Choose 6 numbers.
6 numbers. Got it.
Check the drawing.
Whoa, how do you remember all that?
Just lucky, I guess.
Lucky for life, top prize odds, 1 in 30 million.
It takes a great game plan to win a football game each week, and right now, it's time to plan a trip to get a new car at Mullen Motors. Just like on the football field, there's a wall of defense on the way to Mullen Motors. 48th Street is under construction from Layton all the way to Cornhusker Highway. But the lot at Mullen Motors is full of tons of great vehicles to drive home this fall for the ultimate touchdown. Mullen Motors, still open through road construction at 48th and Walker.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
All right, it's lunchtime. Where should we go today?
How about Qdoba? We can get free queso and chips with an entree purchase.
Whoa, how'd you know about that?
It's in the campus cash booklet that we got for free to start the school year, the student marketplace. You didn't get yours?
I'd better go grab mine now.
You'd better stop at the College of Hair Design, too. Your hair is getting long. $8 haircut with the campus cash book.
What about my friends who are out of college?
They can download the Campus Cash app for free and get great deals, too, from Pizza Hut, Juice Stop, Craft Axe Throwing, and tons more.
Campus Cash, the student marketplace. Find your free booklet on campus or download the Campus Cash app.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-9462.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
Accelerate your financial journey. With Kasasa Cash, experience the thrill of earning more with each transaction or the freedom to withdraw your cash from any ATM nationwide. Not to mention, no monthly service fees. It's the power of earning up to 5.5% APY on your Kasasa Cash with Liberty First Credit Union. Earn rewards beginning at a penny, continuing up to $40,000. Visit libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Account qualifications apply.
Hot tub season is here, and to celebrate, Bonzon Pool & Spa is having a sale so good that they're offering it up for the whole month. Soak up the savings when you purchase a new High Life Collection or Limelight Collection spa and receive a free step and cover lifter from now through the end of September. Stock will go fast, so hurry in and claim your new spa today and soak up the savings at Bonzon Pool & Spa, 33rd and Highway 2, or at bonzonpool.com.
Guys, you've heard me tell you all about Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, but it's not just me. Folks all over town are having success with the FXB program. Guys like Gary, who just finished up his own 10-week challenge.
Yeah, Mark. After having a knee replacement in March, I was looking for a way to get back into shape. The workouts are fun, the atmosphere is a total blast, and I've lost 17 pounds since starting in July.
The next Farrell's 10-week challenge begins on October 7th, and ticket listeners get $150 off enrollment. Just head to theticketfm.com. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
This school year's in full swing. Students are back in the class learning, making new friends, and developing new interests. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. Parents, communication is key to helping your student maintain a strong start to the school year. Whether your student is in high school or navigating the new world of kindergarten, keep an open dialogue about what they're learning and how they are growing.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in this station.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill on 14th and Pine Lake Road. If you're looking for a great place for dinner tonight, dinner tomorrow, lunch today, you got to get a hold
food
of
anytime.
Just get a hold of Florial's. All you have to do is go to florialsne.com, or you can call 402 or Florial's, ne.com, sorry.
There you go.
402-423-5576. Best at Florial's. Best dude ever, best food ever. They got wine, they got everything there. So
well, and a huge thanks to all the guys at Double Eagle Golf for having us out as well this morning. So we're here until
an awesome
until
time.
10 a.m. They're open all day, but they do have a private party from 1 to 4. So come until 1 o'clock. But then after 4 o'clock, come on over and fill it up for the rest of the evening because the Ryder Cup is on. Looks like the U.S. is still down 4-0, but they are up in two of their matches, and down in the fourth match that's currently going on right now. So the other one is just tied. They're still all square through 13 holes, it looks like. So the U.S., just to kind of give folks some details on the Ryder Cup, obviously 28 matches are played over the course of 3 days, and the winning team, whether it's Europe or U.S., USA need 14.5 points. If you if you win the match, that's 1 point, 1 full point. If you tie and you finish it all square, each side gets a half a point. So they need 14.5 points to win the Ryder Cup.
So Nick, I was looking at the old Twitter machine last night, or the X machine. There seems to be strong rumor going around that Taylor Swift ends up in New York City for the Jets game.
That's what I'm hearing.
Ticket prices are going through the roof.
Exactly. Yeah. So I guess this is a real thing. That
is
now
she
Taylor
an NFL
Swift
fan?
I don't know if she's an NFL fan or just a Travis Kelce fan, but now I guess it's happening where Taylor Swift is attending NFL football games. So
do they end up bringing her in the popcorn machine again, or
who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? They find such creative ways to sneak them past, all the fans, and they're just right next to them all, and they have no idea. But you don't want to be that fan that knocks over a popcorn machine just thinking it might be her, but then it's not. It's popcorn.
I was laughing because earlier in the week we were talking about if she would show up in New York City, how crazy it would be, and then all of a sudden last night they're like, rumor has it she's going to be there, and ticket prices going. I mean, Travis Kelce. I mean, he's loving life right now. Not only from being with Taylor Swift, but his pocketbook is.
His brand is exploding. Yes. Taylor Swift's brand's exploding. Their podcast, whatever it's called, is going through the roof. His
brother said it best. He put him on the map.
Yep, there you go. So speaking of the NFL, how about the Detroit Lions last night, Raffy?
I don't know.
The Detroit Lions with
a
convincing win in Green Bay. David Montgomery, which a lot of people not happy, myself included. The Detroit Lions moved on from Jamal Williams, did not re-sign him in the offseason. Jamal Williams was a big part of that. They also traded DeAndre Swift, who's having a good year, to the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Philadelphia Eagles used him to replace Miles Sanders, who's now in Carolina. But back with the Lions specifically, they go out and sign a guy in David Montgomery, who's been the running back one for most of his career in Chicago. They put him behind the Detroit Lions offensive line last night, 32 carries, 121 yards, and 3 scores. And this is all right after they drafted Jahmyr Gibbs with the 12th overall pick in last April's draft.
And that works like so good for the Lions too, that they have that, because it gives Gibbs a chance to adjust to the NFL. You're not saddling him out right away as being your number one back. You have Montgomery to take some of that pressure off. So it works, I think, NFL wise, if you've got 2 backs that are able to play and be productive.
Yeah.
For the future, that plays out great for the Lions. Lions 3-1 now. I mean, they've got to be kicking themselves a little bit though. They probably should be 4-0.
Yeah, they should be 4-0, but a big win on Thursday night against the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau and in convincing fashion. At one point, they were up 27-3. So and maybe the Packers aren't what they were used to be with Aaron Rodgers and that group, but still a big win in Lambeau is a really good victory to have if you're Dan Campbell. Now back to Nebraska, Raff, because big game tomorrow with the Wolverines. 2:30 kickoff. Fox is going to be the network that you need to watch it on. For Nebraska's defense, I'm curious. Luke Reimer, healthy. All signs, according to Matt Rule, all signs show that he's going to play.
Ready to go.
How much confidence do you have in this defense going forward now that we have 4 games under Nebraska's belt, to where they've shown bright spots? They've also kind of taken steps back, or maybe not even steps back. They've just kind of stayed in a standstill for the most part. And I'm talking most notably about the Louisiana Tech game. But, I mean, where are you at with this defense going forward as we enter Big Ten play?
I guess I'm – what is the word I'd use? I'm positive, but I'm still –
cautiously optimistic?
Cautiously optimistic. Yeah. That would be the perfect word. I thought that the game last week, I mean, they ended up giving up 14 points, but it felt like only 7. They kind of got the one at the end there. But I wasn't, it didn't look like they had to say they were playing with the same fire and intensity last week as they had previously. But then at the end, you're sitting there and you're going, but they played good enough, to not. I never felt Nebraska was really in any jeopardy last week at any point. So I was like,
and what a great feeling that was.
Yeah. So I was like, well, the defense could have played better, yes, but we were never in jeopardy. So I wasn't totally, like down on them. Then I'm also thinking to myself, sometimes in a lot of football, you see the schedule. I know you play one game at a time, and I know Nebraska right now, they're not in a spot to be looking ahead. We say that time and time again, but there's still that out there. I don't care what you say, no matter where you're sitting, but you see the number 2 team in the nation lurking for the next week. So what I'm hoping for, last week, if it was a little bit of a doldrum or a little bit of, that they can start to crest again and be aggressive out there. It's going to come down to Nebraska's front 7. I mean, that, and having Reimer there, that's huge for Nebraska. If their front 7 makes complete difference to the game, I think Nebraska's front 7 really is the deciding factor of the game.
Well, and Cam Lenhart is questionable to go tomorrow. And that's another the
front 6, I should say.
Yeah,
that's
another, newer guy that's really burst onto the scene through those first 2 games, or I should say 3 potentially. Cam Lenhart, that is. And with that, I think Jay and I talked about it on the post-game show last week after Louisiana Tech. There's a couple position groups that I feel like at times need to play with a little bit more urgency, and defensive line is certainly one of those. We've seen the flashes from Nash Hutmacher. We've seen that they've been serviceable up to this point in the season, but serviceable is not going to get it done tomorrow against Michigan. There's got to be some sort of urgency and just the will to get to the quarterback and to do whatever is needed to get there, right?
Yeah.
A Ty Robinson's got to have a big game tomorrow. A Ty Robinson has to step up and be the Ty Robinson that everybody was expecting a couple years ago when he came in as a recruit. That's what he's got to be tomorrow. Yep. Same with a lot of, offensive line, same situation. You got to have the urgency, because while maybe when you're looking specifically at position groups, Michigan's defensive line might have the upper hand on Nebraska's offensive line.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that they should win every single snap. Nebraska at some point needs to get some push. They need to be able to control the line of scrimmage at times, and they're going to have to if they want to stay in tomorrow's game.
Yeah, and it's opportunity, for especially for the defensive line. You got some guys there like Nebraska fans. I think they see how great the Cam Lenhart can be. I think he can be, top-notch player in Nebraska, but this gives him an opportunity to show the country again, that Nebraska has some players, the Blaze Gunnarsons, the Nash Hutmachers, Ty Robinson. I mean, you've got those guys. And then also, too, we haven't really talked much about it, is there's probably some linebackers out there tomorrow that are going to want to show the country that Ernest Hausman wasn't the end-all, be-all of Nebraska football. And they're going to want to come out and show that, hey, he left Nebraska. There was a lot of talk about him leaving Nebraska. But, hey, there's still guys still here. So there's so many opportunities to be had from a team perspective, an individual player perspective. It's just it has a lot that that Nebraska can earn from this game.
So unnamed texter, once again, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline and the Starter Heyman text line, both open for you guys. And unnamed texter chimes in and says, smart teams can beat more talented teams, but it takes players who are prepared and can handle the pressure, and a coaching staff with a sound game plan that puts players in position for success. Here's one thing that I specifically don't want to see tomorrow, Raff, and we've seen it at times in the first few games, where Nebraska, they'll lean heavily on the run game to get them to a good spot on the field, whether that's midfield, whether that's the opponent's 40-yard line, whether that's the opponent's 45, and then they resort to the air. Then you see Heinrich Harburg step back and throw some passes. Like, this is a game tomorrow with the conditions, 94 degrees, 20 to 30 mile an hour of winds. That's 94 degrees is the high, I should say. Tomorrow's a game where Nebraska's, if you get 30, 40 yards on the ground to start a drive, stick with it, please. Yeah. Please stick with it, because you have not, in pristine conditions with little to no wind, you have shown at times the inability to throw the ball accurately and on time. And then also on the receiving end, the inability to maybe haul in some catches that you're supposed to catch. That doesn't mean to just completely abandon the passing game. Yep. I'm perfectly good and happy with a shot being taken on 2nd and short, or even on 1st and 10 from midfield. I'm perfectly fine with that. It's what other position do you put your guys in later in that drive, later in that set of downs, and then later in the game? Do you make adjustments? Do you change what you do? Are you setting up plays for the future? Because I think at times we've seen, Nebraska's play call to where it's been inaccurate throws on first and second down, and you go there and it's 3rd and 10, you're behind the chains, your offensive line's not getting a whole lot of push, and then they have to punt, and you're sitting there going, man, this drive was off to a really good start. They ran the ball 8 of their first 9 plays, and then what happened? It completely stalled out.
And going to that point, 2nd and 8 and 2nd and 7 are not automatic passing downs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you gain 2-3 yards on first down, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to come back and run the ball again, I'm all for it, because 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, where you have that option to run the ball if you want to. You've got to keep Michigan off balance. Don't become so predictable that run the ball on first down for 2 yards, pass the ball.
Do you want to see Nebraska maybe at times take risks? And what I mean by that is in those 2nd and 7, and these are obviously specific situations and hypotheticals, but when it's 2nd and 8, when it's 2nd and 7, continue to run the ball to where even on 3rd and 4, you run the ball for 3 yards and you're going for it on 4. Like you are deciding your play calls on 2nd and 3rd down and basing those off of this preconceived understanding that, hey, we're going to take risks and we're going to go for it on 4th down a lot of the time.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with Nebraska staying within themselves. Like, I know there's been Coach Satterfield has talked about you've got to pass the ball to win games.
Yep.
Well, I understand that, but if it's not working, don't keep on kicking a dead horse.
Well, and figure out other ways to maybe get your quarterback in a rhythm.
Yep.
There are certainly ways, and one of those ways, the good old tight end position. Thomas Fidone, the first tight end in Huskers history, or I should say the first tight end for Nebraska football since 2008, and Mike McNeil to catch a touchdown pass in 3 straight games. So how about that? Mike McNeil in 2008 was the last tight end to catch a touchdown in 3 straight games. Thomas Fidone's done it here this season as well.
Yep. All right, we're going to throw it to break. Just The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Join us this Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. at Double Eagle Golf in the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street for a Ryder Cup watch party and preview of Nebraska, Michigan. Book your bay to hit shots while enjoying the show and enjoy USA-themed drink specials. Book today at doubleeagle.golf. We'll see you on Friday.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Drink locally and support local businesses during Lincoln's Craft Beer Week, October 2nd through the 8th. Great beer, cider, distillates, and more are made right here in Lincoln. For more info, visit lincoln.org/beer-week. Brought to you by Visit Lincoln. Remember to enjoy responsibly.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beers, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln, and with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily, and not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
You play Lucky for life, don't you?
Yeah, love it. Chance to win $1,000 a day for the rest of my life.
How does it work?
Choose 6 numbers and buy a ticket.
Then what?
Check your numbers after the nightly drawing to see if you've won.
Whoa, slow down. You lost me there.
Choose 6 numbers.
6 numbers. Got it.
Check the drawing.
Whoa, how do you remember all that?
Just lucky, I guess.
Lucky for life, top prize odds, 1 in 30 million.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Hi, my name is Molly Party. I'm a realtor with MP Dodge Real Estate. I'm a newly licensed agent and considered numerous brokerages before deciding on MP Dodge. I chose the company that gives me the most support in my new career, plus guidance and encouragement along the way. MP Dodge has a unique mentoring program for new agents. It's helped jumpstart my career and has a supportive management team and administrative staff. So if you're contemplating a career in real estate, look no further than MP Dodge. It will be the best decision you make.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great. We're
definitely coming back.
Sure.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Acres, your John Deere dealer, is offering hot financing on all new compact tractors. For a limited time, get 0% interest for 84 months when you buy any new John Deere compact tractor. And with a variety of attachments, you'll make quick work of chores around your acreage. From mowing to grading and moving large loads, Acres has a John Deere tractor to handle your toughest projects. Don't delay. Visit your local Acres store to take advantage of this great offer. Acres, solutions for every field. Offer expires September 30th, 2023, subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. Wrapping up another show here at Double Eagle. Been a good time watching the Ryder Cup, watching everybody hitting golf balls. Just another great time here. Yeah, always enjoy the on location remotes here.
USA still is up in two groups. Well, they're one up in two groups through 14 holes in one and then through 12 holes in the other. Europe in Group 4 that's currently going on right now, 5 holes up through 11 holes. So they've been taking that one, and then the other group is just tied through 14 as well. So the projected after this this 4-ball, I should say, these 4-ball matches, projected points is that Europe will have a 5.5 to 2.5 lead on the United States after today. So once again, 3-day tournament, 28 matches, 14.5 points needed. You get a point. You get a full point if you win the match. You get a half point if you tie the match. So big
shave
big
a point
here.
off the lead.
There you go. Just like that. So yeah, 5.5 to 2.5 is the projection. Obviously that can change if the U.S. can maybe take the lead and go up in the second match where they're currently tied.
The comeback is on. All right. Is it about that time of the morning?
I think it's about time for a little RGT
The greatest
action.
song in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Here we go. Maybe.
Mr. Misunderstood. Mr. Misunderstood.
I love that. That's such a good one. Eric Church. Shout out to Rico.
It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now.
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to Double Eagle Golf. It has to. Sam and the staff here, always awesome. Probably the first thing that went through my head when I got here this morning was, are we scheduling a Masters one? Because I love on-location remotes here at Double Eagle. Awesome place. If you're looking for a place for some indoor golf, some beverages, you definitely want to get down to Double Eagle Golf. And they made a big putt, and the crowd has come to life here at Double Eagle. Here comes the United States of America.
We probably had to dump that, I would imagine.
Here comes the United States of America.
We probably
he is pumped.
Yeah, we probably had to dump that, I would imagine, but it is what it is. So
the putt was made.
No, back to the Double Eagle though. I mean, a fantastic place. They have plenty of bays for you guys to hit. You can do other games. You can play matches. You can play at St. Andrews. You can play at Pebble. You can do anything you want on these bays. And so, anyway, nonetheless,
he's apologizing profusely.
It's been a really good day. We always have a blast when we come out here to Double Eagle Golf, and Sam and his team are just unbelievable. So come on out to Double Eagle Golf.
And the crowd is going nuts.
Go wild again. Let's go ahead and play that out music. And we'll get out of here.
All right, it's time to get out of here. The party's starting.
It's starting to get a little rambunctious out here.
Get down here. All right, everyone. It's been a great show here. Go Big Red tomorrow. Ralph says 24-21. Be nice to everyone. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Join us this Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. at Double Eagle Golf in the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street for a Ryder Cup watch party and preview of Nebraska, Michigan. Book your bay to hit shots while enjoying the show and enjoy USA-themed drink specials. Book today at doubleeagle.golf. We'll see you on Friday.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Are you looking for a night of epic fun without breaking the bank? Look no further than Sun Valley Lanes and Games. Join us for our late night special every Sunday through Thursday night and enjoy non-stop action with our Unlimited Fun promotion. Unlimited Fun includes everything you need for an unforgettable night out. Unlimited bowling, unlimited laser tag, and unlimited lucky putt mini golf. Show a valid college or military ID at check-in and get $2 off your admission. Visit the daily rates page at sunvalleylanes.com for complete details.
Sun Valley. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Warning, this ad will use the F word often, so listen at your own risk. Family fun, fun with friends, freedom from fuel, free Yeti cooler, free driveway delivery. Hey, this is Carl from Nebraska Golf Carts and Priced Right Auto, and we have the all-electric Bentelli Fun Carts, and they are a blast. Plenty of fun colors, and these street legal carts come in both 4 and 6 passenger. Tell us you heard us on the ticket and get a free Yeti cooler with your purchase. Hurry, supply is limited. Check them out at 1235 West O in Lincoln or NebraskaGolfCarts.com.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-9462.
Accelerate your financial journey. With Kasasa Cash, experience the thrill of earning more with each transaction or the freedom to withdraw your cash from any ATM nationwide. Not to mention, no monthly service fees. It's the power of earning up to 5.5% APY on your Kasasa Cash with Liberty First Credit Union. Earn rewards beginning at a penny, continuing up to $40,000. Visit libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Account qualifications apply.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant